Besides, Ron Plants had tough questions for the county executive today about when we may see that end.
Mary Ellis, during their COVID briefing today, the county did say overall the rate of new cases continue to drop at a rapid pace, 47% as compared to last week. But they did focus more today on the mortality rate, reporting 105 COVID-related deaths from January 7th through the 20th. But again, with the talk of the mandates, and just as the governor has been asked, I and another reporter asked specifically about thresholds. What would we have to see for the mask mandate and any other emergency measures to be lifted? Maybe that would include the county executive's emergency powers as well. I was pressing for any kind of case numbers or elements that taken together would do so. And also asking again about that greater focus now by the county on the death or mortality rate as opposed to hospital rates.
Even though numbers can be confusing, and this whole thing has been that way, but don't you feel that we should be sharing with the public what threshold numbers you would want to see as to when we could lift some mandates?
Mortality is one of the factors. Hospitalization is the number one factor. We've said all along, it's not just one thing. Everyone's looking and thinking there's a bright line test, that once we hit this particular number, that matters. If you look at the hospital statistics, and you can see the hospital statistics online on New York State's website, you will note that there are different rates of hospitalization in different hospitals. So I think a bright line test is not a fair way to do it. We talked to the leaders and administrators of the hospitals. They were basically the ones that were begging us to put the mask mandate in place to help prevent the drowning of their hospitals with patients. We're glad to see the COVID-19 patient count drop. That's key. Key is also going to be the total number of patients in the hospitals.
Listening to that, no clear answer or any details there on, again, when the decision makers will decide that mandates should be lifted. We'll see how things play out. The county executive says he does want restrictions to end. We just don't know when, even though the governor again tells us we may be getting closer with some decisions perhaps expected in the beginning of February. Ron Plants, Channel 2 News.